Today I'm going to be talking about all of my tattoos and piercings. Tattoo and piercings because I only have one tattoo. I have 9 piercings, so I think I'm kind of piercing inclined in that aspect. So I don't really remember when I got each piercing. I wrote them all down because it's planning. First piercings were my first holes, which happened when I was a baby. I don't know, my mom just wanted to get us, my sisters and I, our ears pierced, so when you're a baby, you can tell that we were girls and not boys. I don't remember getting those pierced. I was a child, not a big deal. Those are my first holes. I'm not wearing anything in them now, but first holes, you know what they look like. Everybody has their first holes. Middle school, I got my second holes, and I was like, oh yeah, this is so cool, got my second holes pierced. It was a thing to do in middle school, but I never, ever wear my second holes. They're still pierced, and I can still get an earring through them, but I never wear them. On a scale of 1 to 5 being the least painful and 5 being the most painful, definitely a 1. Piercings, they're not cartilage, like they don't hurt. They're not a big deal. My third piercing was my cartilage piercing, and I would say for pain it was probably a 3 since it is cartilage. Like, I have a very high pain tolerance because pain is temporary, and I don't know, I really like piercings, so I'm just like, this is gonna look badass, so I'm just gonna go through the pain and deal with it and have a piercing. So that's how I look at it. I got to the one on top first. Right there. It's cute. I like it. My fourth piercing is called a rook piercing, which is actually my favorite one I have, and probably will always be my favorite one just because it's so unique, and I don't know anybody who has this piercing except for like my sister. For pain, it was a 3 because it's also in like cartilage, and I'll show you. It's like, I just love this piercing so much. It's like a hoop. You can put a hoop or a barbell, and I love the way the hoop looks. It just looks like different, and everyone's like, whoa, what is that? Like, I've never seen that piercing before. So I absolutely love it, and if you are thinking about getting it, I would definitely do it. I wanted it originally in this ear because my bangs are on this side, so nobody really sees this ear much unless my hair is up. So I wanted it on this side, and I talked to the piercer about it, and he was like, oh, you have little capillaries in your ear, so if I pierce it there, you're gonna bleed all over the place. So I'm like, alright, this ear, that's fine with me. Next, my 5th piercing was my belly button, and I got this when I was a junior in high school. I had just turned 17 years old, and on a pain level, it was a 2 during. They'll clamp your belly button, and they'll stick a huge needle. Don't let the size of the needle scare you away because it's a really big gauge, and it's really long, and it's scary looking, and it's intimidating. Like, trust me, I know. And aftercare absolutely sucks. Like, I could not sit up in the seat, like, on the drive home because it just was so sore, but I don't know, you just have to take really good care of it afterwards so it doesn't get infected. And actually did reject, after a year of having it, it rejected, and it just, like, came out. And I had to wait for it to heal, and I got it re-pierced. It makes your stomach look better, and I think without it, it looks kind of weird. My 6th piercing is my conch piercing, and I got this for my 18th birthday because I was like, oh, I want to go get something pierced because I finally can without having my mom sign a waiver for me. So I went to the place I always go to and got my conch pierced in this ear because I couldn't get my rook in this ear, so I'm like, I'm gonna get something else right in my ear. It goes through to the back. This part of your ear, it's very thick, and I would say this is my most painful piercing. Not that it was like unbearable in any sense, but it just hurt pretty bad, so I would give it a 5. Just because it's very thick cartilage and you have to like shove the needle through it, but I like it. I think it's really unique. My 7th piercing was my 2nd cartilage, and I got this done my freshman year of college because my friends and I went to a piercing place because we all just decided to get piercings, and they had like a buy one get one free deal, so we just like split it up, and I got my 2nd cartilage, and also a 3 like my other one, and I just like how it looks with 2 of them next to each other, and I don't know, I like it. Also, I had my nose pierced. I got my nose pierced also my freshman year of college, and I had it because I always wanted a facial piercing. I think it's partly the reason because I wanted to be Sierra Custerbeck from Versa Emerge because I'm absolutely in love with her, and she has a nose piercing, so that's probably why. But I had it for 2 months, decided I didn't really like it, and I took it out. Got old. It was very annoying to have my nose pierced just because of like, it was always like coming out and yeah. I also used to have my midway pierced. I got it at like a piercing place in the mall, but it was, I think she did it wrong because it literally like swelled up, hurt so bad. I had to take it out. It bled everywhere. It was just, as for piercings in the future, I don't really have any more room. Of course I would want to get more piercings, but I don't really have room on my body. Tattoos, I have one tattoo. I am absolutely in love with it. My sister gave me the idea a few years ago. I sat on the idea, thought of where to put it on my body because I wanted a place where I could cover it up just in case, like, your first tattoo, you don't want it to be like, yeah, I have a tattoo, like, right here. It's the perfect spot. It says, "Spend the day with love" in French. The thing behind it is because my dad passed away when I was in 7th grade. His motto every day was start the day with love, spend the day with love, end the day with love. And my sister came up with this amazing idea. A part of the quote, translating it into French because my mom is French Canadian and that's her first language. So I fell in love with the idea, thought about it for like 3 years, and finally got it when I was 17, just because I just really wanted it. I was so obsessed with the idea, and I went to get it drawn out. Tattoo artist did a really awesome job. It was like $80, I believe, plus $20 tip, so it was $100. I'm in love with it. I'll show you now. And the way you say it in French is "passer la journée avec amour." Should be really in love with the idea of a tattoo because it's part of you. This is part of me. I never am gonna be able to get rid of it. Oh, pain. I really was sitting in that chair for probably 15 minutes. It was so fast because it's not a very big tattoo and there's no like shading your color or anything, so it was very short. An annoying pain more so than painful. Don't let the pain hold you back. It really isn't that bad and you get it for the rest of your life. Okay, so that's everything about my 9 piercings and 1 tattoo. I hope you enjoyed and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!
Yeah.